introduce this piece. This is about a character named Zeth. And this is how we start the book. Dalinar is only mentioned, the main characters are only mentioned. This action that takes place in the prologue sets the stage for everything that comes next.
所以我们现在对接下来这段做介绍。这里面讲到的人呢是赛斯，那达丽娜只是在里面被提起的一个人物而已。那这一段的话是出现在前言，那这一个话基本上对之后的故事情节做了一个定调。
I like to write books that all come together at the end, though sometimes at the beginning or the middle, all the pieces seem very separate. And so as you read the book, you will come to understand why all of these pieces are important.
我写书的方式是希望在故事的情节最后才来一个做统整，所以在前段跟中段的时候，你们可能会觉得故事情节有一点分开来了，是各自成立的。那你们读的时候会发现，如何所有的情节最后都交织在一起。
Zeth, son Villano, truthless of Shinovar, wore white on the day he was to kill a king. The white clothing was a Parshendi tradition, foreign to him, but he did as his masters required and did not ask for an explanation. He sat in the large stone room, baked by enormous fire pits that cast a garish light upon the revelers, causing beads of sweat to form on their skin as they danced and drank and yelled and sang and clapped. Some fell to the ground red-faced, their revelry too much for them, their stomachs proving to be inferior wineskins. They looked as if they were dead, at least until their friends carried them out of the feast hall to waiting beds. Zeth did not sway to the drums, drink the sapphire wine, or stand to dance. He sat on a bench at the back, a still servant in white robes. Few at the treaty signing celebration had noticed him. He was just a servant, and Shen were easy to ignore. Most out here in the east thought that Zeth's kind were docile and harmless. They were generally right. The drummers began a new rhythm. The beat shook Zeth like a quartet of thumping hearts, pumping waves of invisible blood through the room. Zeth's masters, who were dismissed as savages by those in more civilized kingdoms, sat at their own tables. They were men of skin of black marbled with red. Parshendi they were named, cousins to the more docile servant people known as Harshmen in most of the world. An oddity, they did not call themselves Parshendi. This was the Alethi name for them. It meant roughly Harshmen who can think. Neither side seemed to see that as an insult. The Parshendi had brought the musicians. At first, the Alethi Lidites had been hesitant.